Okay, I got Cleveland over Houston. This was a tough one because Houston's a completely different team when they have Andre Johnson. But I think Cleveland's going to be able to overpower them. They're at home. They've got more to play for at this point. Sorry if you can't hear me over the heater. I'm actually pretty close to the heater. Whatever. So yeah, I got Cleveland. I got Tampa over Washington. Mainly because it's at home. I think Tampa can take it here. Garcia's having that great year, and Washington's defense has been struggling a little bit lately. I think Tampa can put up some points, and if Washington does indeed lose, that's pretty much going to end their season, I think. So they're kind of do or die right now. That makes me want to pick Washington, but I'm going with Tampa. Tennessee over Cincinnati. Obviously the Cincinnati, whatever was left of the bandwagon. They were heavily hyped this offseason, of course, and so I took Tennessee. With Albert Haynesworth back in the lineup, they're a different team, like Houston is with Andre Johnson. They can stop the run, they can get pressure on the quarterback, and I think that their offense is going to have enough to beat out Cincy. They're just an empty team right now. They can't even really get the job done offensively anymore, so I think Tennessee takes it pretty handily. Jacksonville over Buffalo. Buffalo's got no Marshawn Lynch. He's out. Jacksonville's on a roll. They got David Garrard back. I think they'll win pretty handily here at home. Just really impressed with how Jacksonville is playing. I think they stay in pole position for the wild card. I got Kansas City over Oakland. Kansas City struggling. They need a win. Jared Allen's been playing like an absolute monster and might win Defensive Player of the Year. Oakland hasn't done much of anything recently. They started off reasonably well. They've dropped off. Still no Jamarcus Russell, but either way, I'm going to take Kansas City. I think that they have enough on defense to get the job done here. Got the Giants over the Vikings. No Adrian Peterson again, so that gives the Giants the obvious advantage. They're at home. They're trying to stay in pole position for the wild card, of course. Minnesota's trying to stay alive. I think New York is going to find a ways to get pressure without Matthias Kiwanuka. I think they're going to blitz a bit more, and I don't think Minnesota's going to be able to compensate. So I think the Giants can win pretty handily here. I got the Panthers over the Saints, just a gut feeling, and they're at home, so I'm going to take them. Both teams are on a cold streak right now, but I just got a feeling about Carolina. I think they can get off one or two big plays to Steve Smith, and that'll be the difference. I am going to take Seattle over St. Louis. I'm pretty sure we can get the job done here. General keys to the game. Keep up the pressure. That's pretty much my key every week. Exploit DJ Hackett because he's got that height advantage over anybody who can cover him in this game. Just the usual stuff. And, start fast for once. That's our Achilles heel. And if we get behind this Rams team, it could be made difficult. But if we jump ahead of them I think we have the ability to, everything will be fine. So yeah, I'm taking us. I'm taking the Cardinals over the Niners. I would love the Niners to win. That could really give us a hand. So Niners, just please find a way to get your offensive stuff together for 1 week and get it done. We could really use it, but Arizona's a better team. They're at home. Their defense has been playing real well lately, especially against the run. 49ers offensively, the only thing that they have that's remotely good is the run, and their offense should be able to move the ball pretty handily against the merely decent 49ers defense. I like the Cardinals. And in the upset of the week, I'm going to take Baltimore over San Diego. I think Phillip Rivers is pretty much a joke at this point. I cannot take this team seriously anymore. I think Baltimore's got enough on defense to pressure Phillip Rivers, and he's going to make a crucial mistake early in the game. The Chargers have not been smart enough to feed the ball to LT so far this season. I don't think that'll go into the... I think that'll keep up in this game. They'll put the game in Rivers' hands, and he'll throw an early interception or something. Baltimore will score early, and San Diego will be forced to play catch-up. And I don't think they're going to be able to play catch-up against this still fairly good defense. And the San Diego defense, I'm not sure I totally trust them to get consistent pressure. And even if they do, at this point, I actually trust Kyle Bowler more than I do Phillip Rivers. I just think Baltimore is going to come out with a quick score somehow that'll put San Diego off the mark. Denver over Chicago. Denver's getting Javon Walker back. Chicago's at a bit of a crossroads right now. Their defense can't stop the pass. They have struggles against the run. Their offense looks good at some points, but in the long run it just isn't that good. So I think Denver goes on the road and takes one here. Got New England over Philadelphia. No McNabb, which might actually favor the Eagles because now they can run the ball more. But I cannot bet against New England at this point. They're at home. They haven't lost a game yet. And, you know, I'm just pretty sure that they're going to be able to generate plenty of pressure and go man-to-man with those receivers and win 7 out of 10 times, and that should be enough. And I got Pittsburgh over Miami. Pittsburgh won't get upset 2 weeks in a row. They lost to the Jets last week, which is embarrassing. They'll bounce back against an even worse Dolphins team. Miami continues their hunt for history. No team has ever done 0-16 before. I think they keep that up here pretty handily. Pittsburgh's at home, and those are my picks, so I'll see you guys after the game.